If you want to move away from modern medicine, if you want to discover healthier alternatives for your family, if you want a healthy body, then you're in the right place. Hey beauty, I'm Alexandra. I'm an author and clinical research nurse who discovered that Jesus is the source of true healing. I am the Lord your healer. Exodus 15:26. Hey beauty, can you believe that this is episode 159? I thought it would be fun. I don't know if you were like me and you used to read those Teen Beat magazines, and in those Teen Beat magazines they had quizzes. I don't know why, but I used to love those quizzes. So I created a fun little quiz for you. If you've ever wondered, where do I even start with my health, or why does healing feel so hard? I made something just for you. It's a health quiz, and in less than 2 minutes, you'll find out what kind of Christian wellness woman you are. Whether you're running on empty, just starting out, or already knee deep in natural health, this quiz will give you a custom podcast playlist based on your results, packed with biblical encouragement and practical next steps. Head to tinyurl.com/Christian Health Quiz to take the quiz now. The link is also in the show notes. That's tinyurl.com/Christian Health Quiz. So just for fun, you can go head over there right now, put me on pause, and take the quiz right now. Do you ever find yourself believing the lie that things will never change? I think that this is one of the lies that I used to believe the most. And this is also a lie that I choose to believe when when I don't feel like there's a lot of hope for a certain situation. The truth is that things don't stay the same, especially with God. Things definitely change. I used to think that I would be stuck in the same marriage issues, but we are going to have our 15-year wedding anniversary very soon. And I never thought we would be in such a healthy, joyful spot in our marriage. Our finances are starting to change. A couple years ago, my friendships completely changed. I grew up in the Midwest. My husband spent most of his years in Chicago. I thought we'd never move because our friends and family were all in Chicago, but in 2021, we moved to Florida. I used to struggle so much with envy and bitterness and negative feelings. And now, thankfully, I feel like I'm a completely different person, and I feel like I grow more year after year. I'm not telling you this to brag or to say, hey, look how great I am, look how I've changed. I'm telling you this because it can and it will happen for you too. Isaiah 43:18-19 says this: Remember not the former things, nor consider the things of old. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. This is so beautiful. I will make a way in the desert, and I will make a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. Lamentations 3:22-23. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. Galatians 6:9. And let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we will reap if we do not give up. Ecclesiastes 3:1. For everything there is a season and a time for every matter under heaven. When I was having health issues of my own, I was also scared that things would never change. But after trying every diet in the sun, after switching my diet a million times, I did a cleanse and it was so helpful for me. After the cleanse, I continued on my diets and my supplements, and it was then that God showed me that I was still having issues because I was not trusting him. Fast forward a few years later, my health is great. I mean, I have flares every now and then, but my health is mostly really great. In a previous episode, I read a testimony from the book that I wrote, Discover God's Health Wisdom, Exposing 8 Common Myths That Keep You Sick. I read what a former farmer had to say. She was struggling with rheumatoid arthritis. She cried out to God for wisdom, and God led her to healing foods and a great book called The Maker's Diet, and she was able to get off all her medications. In just the episode before this one, I spoke to Sarah Morera, and she talked about the importance of sunshine, the importance of getting back to the rhythm that God intended us to, I don't know how to say it, the rhythm that God intended us to live by. It's called circadian rhythm biology. And guess what? A friend of mine, she was struggling with her health, but she started putting into practice some of the things that Sarah Morera was saying, and she saw a difference within just a couple of days. So once again, I'm sharing all of this with you because if you are choosing to believe the lie that things will never change when it comes to your health or anything else, that is simply not true. And the beautiful thing about my friend sharing her testimony with me, what she's been doing, she's been getting up when the sun rises, she's been sitting outside, spending time with God. She bought blue light blocker glasses. I just think it's so cool because we were talking about her health. She heard something that she thought was wise and she followed through on it. She was obedient with being a good steward of her health. So sometimes it just takes one small little change, right? And sometimes it just takes us sticking to our habits for a little while. And that's where gratitude comes in. We need to celebrate the small wins. We need to have gratitude for the small wins. So that's why I really encourage you, and I'm reminding myself to write down the small wins every day or every week. Thank God for those small wins because sometimes we have come such a long way, but we don't see it because we're so used to just focusing on the negative. But if we focus on what we're grateful for, if we write down our wins, one day we will wake up and realize that so many things have changed. So I encourage you to do that right now. What what has changed today for you? What has changed today this past week or this past month or this past 3 months or year or in the past 3 to 5 years? If you look back with a spirit of gratitude, I believe that you will start to see so many of God's blessings. Now, I know if you are going through a trial or if you've been having a really rough patch these past couple years, I just encourage you to keep going to God for comfort. Keep crying out to Him. Keep being honest with Him. Be so honest with Him. Tell Him you're frustrated. Tell Him you're hurt. Tell Him you're in pain. Tell Him that you're grieving. Tell Him that you're angry. Just speak to Him. He wants to speak to you and He wants to comfort you. Thanks for listening today. Don't forget to take your health quiz. It's so much fun. It's quick, fun, and will help you figure out what kind of Christian wellness woman you are. You'll get a custom podcast playlist to support your healing journey, the faith-based natural way. Head to tinyurl.com/Christian health quiz to take the quiz right now. That's tinyurl.com/Christian health quiz. The link will also be in the show notes. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for listening today. If you like what you heard, would you take a minute to leave the show a review? If you want to connect with me, you can go to my free community. The link is tinyurl.com/holistic sisterhood, or you can go to herholistichealing.com. Matthew 11. Come to me, all who labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and lowly in heart, and you will find rest for your souls.
For you is easy and my burden is light.
This content is for informational purposes only and is not meant to be medical advice.